it's important to do due diligence, whichever side of the transaction, especially the buyer side, because you're coming in the unknown and there could be skeletons in the closet.
Okay, Michael, I have a very good question for you. For example, you acting on behalf of the landlord, and I act on behalf of the vendor and helping the buyer to purchase the business. On the settlement day, the landlord instructs you to refuse to sign the transfer of lease by asking my vendor 20% of the contract price of the business.
Well, it's not ethical, of course. It could give rise to all sorts of issues. So leases often have clauses around consenting to transfer of leases, and there's always generally a clause that says that they must not unreasonably withhold consent. So your situation is maybe they have consented and then they just
Yes, they did.
try to take advantage of the situation at the final hour. And really what you could probably do is, if the buyers and vendors perspective is, it's the landlord that's getting in the way of the deal. So the buyer and vendor could really just consent to extend the settlement date. The buyer and vendor work together because they don't want the deal to fall over because someone else is misbehaving. It's completely exploitive. And as I said, it could be a breach of the lease. So it may, if it's a retail lease, it may have to go to VCAT. And if they're found to have breached the lease, then obviously that gives rise to things like loss and damage or missed opportunity, or maybe the buyer pulling out. It's a very risky position for a landlord to take.